Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is to John Consulting, your strategic business growth support partner. As you all know that for business owners, entrepreneurs, this is your channel. We've dedicated this channel for all entrepreneurs, all business owners, and of course professionals, Nigeria and in every part of the world. So we are always visible on this YouTube channel. We are always showing up to give you all the business strategies, business tips, business information, business knowledge, compliances, business growth that will help your business to thrive, to grow, to remain sustainable. So we are committed in partnering with you for growth. So we are your strategic business growth support partner. So if this is your first time of joining us on this YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe to our YouTube. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So today's video is a very important video. As you all know that we always bring a valuable video to you on this YouTube channel. Very important video to you. You can't watch any of our videos and you will not gain insight, you will not gain knowledge, you will not gain wisdom to help you to scale and thrive in your business. So it's a life audit review. You all know that for every businesses, there's what we call accounting year, financial year end. So this June 2026 is a very important compliance, month that every businesses that have a regular or normal accounting year end must file their company income tax with the Nigeria Revenue Service. And before you can carry out a successful audit, a successful filing, your books must be intact. Your auditing of your books must have been done. So please, if you are watching us live right now, do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video and share with other business owners around you. So it's a live audit review section. What we look for in your books. Live audit session. What we look for in your books. So for many businesses, they become nervous when they hear the word audit, and that's supposed not to be. So however, an audit should not be feared if your records are accurate, if your books are complete and proper. You don't need to fear audits. You don't need to fear audit. So today we'll be walking you through the key areas auditors typically review and the common mistakes that often create unnecessary challenges for business. So that is what we are considering on this live session today. So if you are joining us live right now, kindly let us know where you are watching us from. Let us know where you are connecting us from. And feel free to drop your questions in the comment section on this very topic. So we'll get started right away. What is an audit? When you hear the word audit, what comes to your mind? So an audit is an independent examination of a company's financial records to determine whether the financial statements present a fair and a true view of the business. Independent examination of a company's financial records to determine whether the financial statement presents a true and a fair view of the business. That is what audit is talking about. And what does audit really helps to achieve? Because it is a very important, you know, work done by an auditor, and we are your auditor, your external auditor, your tax consultant. So audit helps to verify financial accuracy. Audit helps to verify financial accuracy, how accurate your record is. Audit will help you to achieve that. It helps to improve accountability. It helps to improve accountability. Audit also helps to build investor confidence. If you want investor in your business, you need an auditor to audit your books. It also ensure regulatory compliance. Audit ensure regulatory compliance. It detect errors and irregularities. Audit detect errors and irregularities. So the objective is not to punish businesses, but to provide assurance that financial records are reliable. It is to provide assurance that your financial records can be relied upon. That is what audit is talking about. So we'll be looking at key areas in this live streaming on audits. The first area is bank reconciliation. Bank reconciliation is very important. So the first thing auditors often review is your bank reconciliation. The bank reconciliation is very important. And what question is being asked here are these. We ask this question: do the bank balances agree with the accounting records, with your books? Does the bank balances agree with it? Are there unexplained transactions? We ask you all these questions. Are outstanding lodgements properly accounted for? The money you have lodged into the account, are they properly accounted for? Are there unpresented checks that require investigation? Even though there might not be use of check, again, but there are still one or two, businesses that uses checks. So checks is still in use, even though it's not that common again. So we ask all those questions. Even if it is transfer, we ask all those questions. So the common red flags that you need to watch as a business is this: unreconciled balances is a red flag. Missing bank statements is a red flag. Large unidentified transactions is a red flag. Personal expenses mixed with business transactions. We have streamed a live session on this personal expenses, mixing personal expenses with business expenses, how to separate it. We have streamed a live session on it, and by the way, we have over 250 videos on this YouTube channel, because we are committed to helping business owners to scale, to thrive, and to remain sustainable in their business. So that is why we are your strategic business growth support partner. You need to reach out to us on all your business compliances. From CAC, we are your CAC accredited agent, to taxes, we are your tax consultant, tax advisor, tax expert, to accounting, we are your outsourced accountant, to business strategies, to business compliances, we are your all-round professional in ensuring that your books, your companies is properly conducted to avoid issues with the regulatory authorities. So let's move on this live streaming. So the recommendations we are giving on this is that you need to perform monthly bank reconciliations. In fact, if you can do daily or weekly, it is very fantastic. And you need to investigate all differences properly. So the area number 2 is revenue verification. So the next is that we auditors will focus on revenue because that is where your money is coming. So the revenue will review the sales invoices. Your sales invoices must be reviewed, your receipts will be reviewed, your contract agreement, contract documents will be reviewed, your customers' records, customer statement is very important. Then your revenue recognition policy, this IFRS 15, your revenue recognition, revenue of contract with customers, so it will be reviewed. Then the questions here is all revenue recorded? If you've generated revenue, are they all recorded? Then another question under here is revenue recognized in the correct accounting period? Your cutoff is very important. Then another question is, are there supporting documents for transactions? Are there supporting document for transaction? Because if you don't have a supporting document for your transactions, it will be called to questions. The genuinity and authenticity of that transaction will be questioned. So the common mistakes that you need to avoid here is missing invoices. Although if you are using accounting software, you will not experience this. But for those that are still using manual to do their invoices, this will be an issue to them. So if you need accounting software implementation, we are here to implement for you. We trained, we automate your businesses for you. So another thing is manual adjustment without explanation. When you manually adjust your invoices, your transaction, your record without proper evidence, it will be called to question. It will be a red flag. Then another thing is unrecorded cash sales. When you have cash sales and you don't record it, it will be an issue. Then revenue overstated to impress stakeholders. When you overstate your revenue, it is a big issue. So we have a video that we have streamed on this about auditing, how to conduct auditing. We have a video on it. We have so many videos that you can watch on this YouTube channel. So you must remember that revenue should be complete. Revenue should be accurate. And revenue should be properly documented. So in area number 3, expenses review. So every expenses must have supporting evidences. This is very important. If that expenses will be taken, it has to have supporting evidences. So under here, the review is that available. When you are paying your suppliers, the invoices must be available. Then your payment vouchers must be available. Then your approval documents, your bank payment records. And the common findings here that create issues most time is unsupported expenses. When you have unsupported expenses, it will create an issue for you on that transactions. Then duplicate payments. This is an audit risk area. Then personal expenses charged to the business, which will not be allowed for tax deductions. So you must separate your personal and your business expenses. So missing receipts will be an issue. So the simple rule here that you must take note of is no documentation, no justification. So if you don't have documentation and evidences to back up that transaction, that means that it doesn't have basis for justification and it cannot be treated in the financial statement for audit purpose. Then you must maintain proper records for every expenses incurred. You must maintain proper records for every expenses incurred. Then area number 4, as we move on this live streaming, is tax compliance review. Tax compliance review. So please, if you are joining us for the first time on this YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel, share with other business owners, and subscribe, share, like our videos. So the tax compliances review is that this is one of the most critical areas. So auditors review the VAT records in this area, the payee records, pay as you earn, the withholding tax records, which is very important, then the company income tax computation must be reviewed properly. So the tax filings and payment evidences must be provided. There must be an evidences for it. So the common compliance issues here is that late tax filings will create an issues. Incorrect tax calculations will create an issues. Unremitted deductions will create an issues. Then missing tax schedules will also create an issue. So that is why we are always here to help you in all these compliances. You don't need to work yourself out. You don't need to trouble yourself in getting all of these things right. We are your professional. You can reach out to us to ensure that all these are properly done and you stay compliant. So businesses should review all these tax position to avoid penalties and interest. Interest in this Nigerian Tax Reform Act is very, very high. So you must avoid it by reaching out to us. So area number 5 is payroll examination. Payroll examination. So payroll is another high risk areas that you need to watch out for. So what we review here is employee records. Very important. Do they have record? They are ghost workers. So employee record will be properly reviewed. Salary schedules will be properly reviewed. Pension deductions will be properly reviewed. Then your payee calculations. Then your employment contracts will also be properly reviewed. So the common risk concern area is ghost workers, then incorrect payee deductions, then pension remittance discrepancies, and of course we have unauthorized salary adjustment. The strong payroll controls help prevent errors and fraud. Strong payroll controls help prevent errors and control. So in area number 6, non-current asset review. This is what we normally, the one that is normally called fixed asset, but we call it non-current asset review. So we auditors also review the company's assets. The company's assets, we review it. So the area is that we have example in this non-current asset like vehicles, computers, office equipment, furnitures and fittings, machinery, plant and machineries, and we ask questions on this area. Do these assets actually exist? If you said it exists, there must be an evidence, physical check, physical verification of those assets before it can enter into the financial statement for tax purposes. Because after you've charged your depreciation, it is capital allowances that the tax authority will recognize on those non-current assets. And before you can be given capital allowances, which is given in lieu of depreciation, those assets must be existing, must be properly accounted for, and there are evidences that they are being used in the business. So the common risk area is that after all these assets have been checked for their existence and depreciation is correctly calculated, so we check the risk area that Is there a missing asset register? If the asset is missing from the register, then it will not be taken. So unrecorded asset disposals, you dispose an asset, you sold off an asset, but it is not being recorded, it create an issues. Then incorrect depreciation charges will also create an issue. So you need to maintain an up-to-date non-current asset register at all time. This is very important. So in area number 7, as we begin to round up this live streaming, the internal control. Internal control is key, is very key to carry out a successful audit. So internal controls are the backbone of every successful organization. Where there is no control, there will not be any way to successfully carry out an audit. So the internal control will evaluate approval processes, segregation of duties, very important, authorization procedures is key, then cash management controls. And the warning signs under this internal control is one person handling everything. It is a big time risk. Then another thing is lack of approvals. You make payments, you do this, you do that, but there's no approval for it. It's a big risk. Then weak documentation procedure will lead to a weak internal control and will eventually lead to audit risks. Then no review processes is a big issue. So the strong controls reduce the risk of fraud and financial losses. So where there is a strong controls, there will be a reduced fraud and financial losses. So the common reasons businesses fail audits, why businesses fail during audit is the most common reasons is that business struggle during audit for poor record keeping. They struggle because of poor record keeping, then missing supporting documents and evidences. Then weak internal controls will make an audit, a business to fail during audit. Then incomplete accounting records, delay in reconciliation, inaccurate financial statement. So most audit issues can be prevented through proper financial management and regular review. So this is where Touchdown Consulting can help you. At Touchdown Consulting, we help businesses prepare for audits, maintain proper accounting records, strengthen your internal controls, ensure your tax compliances, implement accounting software solutions, and conduct audit readiness assessment. So our goal is to help businesses maintain compliance, profitable and audit ready throughout the year. So the closing and call to action is that if you need any of our professional services on audit, on CAC, on taxes, on accounting, on business compliances, business strategy, business growth, we are here to help you. So thank you for joining us today on this live session. We hope that you have a better understanding of what auditors look out for when reviewing your books and financial records. So if you found this video very valuable for you, which is valuable as we all dish out on our videos, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, start sharing with other business owners and entrepreneurs around you, and please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel if this is your first time of joining us here. And if you have any question on this very topic, you can leave the question on the comment section and we will attend to it. So thank you for joining us on today's live streaming. We appreciate you So Jump Consulting is your trusted partner in accounting, tax, compliance, and business growth. So together, let's build a strong, compliant, and financially successful business. So we see you in another live streaming session. Make sure you watch all the videos that are available on this YouTube channel and reach out to us. So bye for now.